Hello, everyone, and welcome to Night Talks. I'm your host, Cassie P., and I'm here with my two co-hosts and friends, Ashley and Lindsey. And we just want to thank you all so much for joining us tonight. On this show, we'll discuss life, relationships, and college. We'll give some advice, and we might even play a few games. All this and more coming your way from Night Talks on WLJS 91.9 FM. And welcome back to Night Talks, everyone. First, we're going to start off with our question of the day. And today, our question is, if dark chocolate was the only available food on Earth, would you eat it? I know my answer.
I mean, I think it would, to be honest.
I mean, I wouldn't enjoy it.
The stupid microphone is not working again.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Here, I'm just going to turn that one up.
Yeah, there we go.
And then you guys can kind of just sit close, but you don't have to get,
Okay, so I think I would, but I wouldn't. I mean, dark chocolate's okay, but it's just not something that I'm like, oh, I want dark chocolate, I'm gonna go and buy it. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like, if that's all there is, like, yeah, I'm gonna eat it, but I probably won't enjoy it.
Are you more of like a milk chocolate person?
Mm-hmm. Or white chocolate. I like white chocolate more.
Interesting. What about you? Are you like, because I feel like the thing about those chocolates is they're like really sweet.
They are, but I like them. I don't know. I think dark chocolate goes with certain things, like dark chocolate with like those little, what are those things? The Brookstone things?
Oh my gosh, those are so good.
Yeah, I like those.
Like there's the one that has like the raspberry, and there's one that has blueberry.
And pomegranate too, I think.
Oh, pomegranate. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Those are really good.
I think they might have the raspberry ones, yeah, but the Brookstone things, those are good. Like dark chocolate pairs well with fruit, but like if I'm eating like a chocolate bar, like I want like, oh my gosh, like the white chocolate Reese's in the Christmas tree.
Those are
specifically.
Good. Mm-hmm. Well, the Reese's, any of their holiday stuff, like if it's the Easter egg or like the tree or like a pumpkin, or I think do they have pumpkins, or am I just thinking?
I think they do have pumpkins, but I haven't seen them recently. But I do remember them having pumpkins, but I do like those better because they have more peanut butter in them.
They do. Mm-hmm. I think that they're better. The holiday ones are better than the normal ones.
Definitely. So. And it's easier, like, when I was a kid, what I would do is I would get it and I would, like, eat all the chocolate off of the Reese's first. And then I would just eat the peanut butter because the peanut butter is the best part for me.
Oh.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah it is, but...
But, like, in the holiday ones, like, it's so much easier to just, like, nibble the chocolate off.
Okay. You little rat.
If you see me over here, like, with a Reese's, just mind your business. Like, you know what's going on.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
You know, that's so funny you said how you would just gnaw the chocolate off, because, like, that reminds me with chips of how I was younger. Like, I would just, Doritos.
Ew.
You know how they're like...
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, I would just, like, lick, like, the flavoring off the chips and then eat the chip.
Okay, that's kind of sick. That's worse than, like... Oh my gosh, my sister used to do that with hard Cheetos. No. Like, hard Cheetos. Like, she'd be like...
The crunchy?
Yeah.
Hard?
Oh, wait. I mean, the crunchy Cheetos, not hard. I mean, they are hard Cheetos, but yeah, the crunchy ones.
Compared to the Puffs, they are the hard Cheetos.
I don't know why I call them hard Cheetos.
I know, it's like
they're the crunchy ones.
That's what they're called.
We have hard and soft Cheetos. I mean, am I wrong?
I mean, that's a correct description, but it's not, like, they're not called hard sorry, I hit the microphone. They're not called hard Cheetos, you know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe they should make hard Cheetos.
That doesn't really sound very...
Actually, that sounds nasty.
Doesn't sound very good.
Yeah, no, but my sister, she would suck the Cheeto dust off of the crunchy Cheetos and then, like, eat them, which, like... I just don't understand that, because the whole part of it, like, do you eat the chip afterwards?
Yeah. Just eat the chip.
But, like,
with no flavor.
All the fun and flavor's gone.
Well, you get the flavor first, and then you get the crunch.
But you get the flavor
It was just like, I don't know, it was just like a thing. It was like, man, like,
okay.
For some reason, it just tasted better if I licked the whole, like, seasonings off and then ate the chip.
I'm upset. I'm actually upset.
Are you telling me that you don't do this anymore? Because I swear I've seen you do it at some point.
I've probably done it, like, a few times.
I should not do it. 5 years.
In your grown age. He's sucking dust off the Cheetos.
You need to stop.
I'm appalled.
You still do it, let's be honest.
I do still do it.
See, she's trying to act like she didn't do it anymore. She said, I used to do it. And I'm thinking,
No, listen, not as much as I did, like, okay, when I was little. Like, it was a constant thing when I was little. But now it's like, I'm just like, sometimes out of the blue, it'd be like, and then I'll just lick the, like, Dorito seasoning off for, like, the Cheeto dust and eat the chip.
The thought, like, just seeing it, like, my stomach hurts right now. Like,
See, I don't know. It's just, like, for some reason, it's like I can take... When I just eat the chip with the seasoning on, it's like I can't taste it as much as... So I'm just like, okay, well, I really want to taste the freaking Cheeto dust or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And, so I just lick the seasoning off.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
I'm sorry, Lindsay. My stomach hurts.
Listen, I don't think I've ever said this before, but, like, there is a pet peeve that I have, and Lindsay may or may not do it. And that's why I can't really make eye contact with her when she's eating. Because I'm like, I can't. Sorry, no offense, Lindsay, but it's...
Go ahead.
Other people do it. Not a lot of people. My mom does it. And it's my mom, so I'll say stuff to her and be like, stop. But, okay, it's whenever, like, people are eating... They will stick their tongue out so far and, like, put food in their mouth. And, people don't realize the reason you have a fork, you don't have to stick your tongue out at all. Put the fork, open your mouth and put the fork in your mouth and slide the food off. You don't have to stick your tongue out and...
Listen, I didn't know I did that, apparently.
You do it so bad. I can't look at you.
I guess I've never noticed you doing that.
And then the
'cause I can't think of
Doritos,
the time.
that I've seen you do that before. I was like, because it's the tongue out and you're just licking. Then I'm like, no.
And, like, all I can think about is, like, a soggy Dorito now. A soggy,
It's not
flavorless
I don't know.
Dorito.
Yeah.
It's not, like,
So-
repulsive. It's just, like, I'm like, that's an interesting taste. A Dorito with no seasoning on it. I don't know. I can't. That's all I can explain it as.
You might have to move that. Yeah, because
There we go.
You can turn it all the way towards me.
Like that.
There you go.
There we go. I think it's causing feedback,
Oh.
which is weird because it's not working, but it's...
Oh, now we have like a little tunnel vision.
Hello.
People will have to see this later on the YouTube format, which check us out on YouTube. Not Talks Radio Show. Well, you have to go to our Instagram first. Follow us there. It's the same thing, Not Talks Radio Show. Then you can find the link to our YouTube channel and check this out on YouTube later. But I think we got off topic. Like, I mean, when do we not get off topic?
That's true. What about you? I don't think you ever spoke your piece about dark chocolate.
No, I love dark chocolate. And I understand why most people, like, don't prefer it because it is, like, really bitter. And I can understand, like, it's just an acquired taste type of thing. It's not for everyone. But, like, y'all, this can be gross to you guys. But I can eat, like, 90-something% dark chocolate. And I like it.
Yeah, my mom's the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go in the aisles and it's like the cacao.
Oh, yes.
Like 97% cacao.
And it's
I'm
better
like,
for you that way.
no, it really is. And supposedly it helps relieve menstrual cramps as well.
I know.
And you know what? I don't know why. I don't like dark chocolate. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fan of dark chocolate, but all I can think about right now is the little doves. Like, I want one right now.
The dark chocolate ones or the milk chocolate ones?
Why do I want a dark chocolate one?
Well, because I thought you were gonna like give it like I thought you were saying like, oh, I don't like dark chocolate, but for some reason all I can think about is the dark chocolate doves right now because
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of want one.
the dark chocolate.
Yeah.
They're so good. Those are so good.
Oh my
Have
gosh.
you ever had those, Lindsay?
I have. They're really good.
Dove just does something different to their chocolate, and what am I trying? Oh, the milk chocolate ones with the caramel in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Tear it up live. It's so good.
Tear it up live.
One time my dad got me like a whole bag of them for Christmas, and I was just like,
Oh yeah.
one after
Chow
another.
down.
Yes, and then it gives you little, like the foils give you little affirmations on it, so you're like,
They do.
"Oh."
I'm sorry, that was so funny. No, my thing is, since I'm the dark chocolate girly, I'm picky about chocolate because it does taste different. Like the more you pay, it's going to taste better. So my favorite, personally, is Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli.
Hands down.
They
Best.
do make some good chocolates.
Are they the ones that, like, when you go into the candy aisle at Walmart and they have, like, it's like a little, like, covering for the chocolate and you have to, like, slide it off?
Yeah, like it's got foil. Well, it's if you buy the bar like you were talking about to bake with, it's like you take it out of the paper and then inside it's like a foil kind of like wrapping.
Yeah.
And it breaks so nicely. That's another way you don't know, or you know that it's not cheap, because the cheap stuff, like you try to break it and you know it doesn't break right. Like it even though it has the lines, like it doesn't break evenly. This stuff, barely have to do it. It just snaps perfectly.
I would listen to that ASMR of people just like breaking that chocolate. Like, you know, like it's so crisp, the sound is.
And then just, I don't like smacking ASMR, but like if they were just lightly just like chewing, but their mouth was closed and it was just like the sound of it kind of like breaking, like I feel like that would be a cool sound.
Yeah, I agree with you. Do you like the dark chocolate sea salt?
Are the little squares with the caramel inside?
I've gotten, those are really good.
Not those. I mean, they have those too, but like the ones I'm thinking of, like, I thought it's a Ghirardelli thing where they have the squares, but the kind I always get my mom, it's like the bar, and it's called sea salt soiree or something. And I think it's either only got sea salt on it, but it has sea salt and caramel or something. But it's not like liquid caramel. It's like little caramel bites in there. I don't know. My mom loves it though, and it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you get that from Walmart?
Yeah, it's called sea salt soiree. It's like SOIREE maybe. That's what I always get my mom if I'm like, it's my mom's birthday. Let's find her something. Oh, sea salt soiree.
Perfect.
Soiree.
You can get me. I'll tell you what you can get me, because this is from, I think we got this from Costco, but I think they also sell it at Walmart. I had to look it up to make sure I was telling you guys the right name. But the brand is JoJo's, and it's dark chocolate bars, but like it has little pieces of like nuts. I guess it's like almonds, and like, which Lindsay doesn't like almonds, but it's like crushed up. And then I think it has like cranberries or something on the top too. I don't know. It's like a bar though, and they have like chunks. Anyway.
I think I have heard of that brand though. I think I've seen it in Walmart.
Yeah, they do sell it at Walmart.
You know what's really good is like dark chocolate over like pomegranates. Like pomegranate seeds.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about, the Brookstone stuff. Like dark chocolate's really good with fruit.
Because it's so sweet and it balances it out.
Yes. Very good.
Or you can just go the opposite and just do super, super sweet and get the white chocolate, the sweetest stuff, with the, what is it, fruit. I couldn't think of what.
That's pretty good too.
What's the name for the, anyway.
You know, oh my gosh. You know what I'm thinking about right now is those gummies they used to have that were like strawberry flavored, and then they were dipped in yogurt.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
The little yogurt balls.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I can never find them anymore.
Didn't they have kind of similar things sometimes in trail mixes?
Yeah. But it's not the same. Like it came.
Yeah.
Was it Welch's maybe? I don't know, but it came in like a little bag. I think it might have been Welch's, and it was like yogurt covered strawberry something.
Yeah.
So good.
Those were good. Well, moving on from our question of the day, I'm going to move on to this week's weekly riddle. So I'm going to answer last week's riddle first. Last week's riddle was, a cowboy rides into town on Friday. He stays 3 days, then rides out of town on Friday. How? I'm going to read it one more time. A cowboy rides into town on Friday. He stays 3 days, then rides out of town on Friday. How?
This is the one where I was like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard that before, but I literally haven't. I don't.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you if you got to think about it and figured it out.
No, I didn't. I'm really bad at riddles, and no.
You have no inkling.
Wait, okay, so he rides into town on Friday. He stays for 3 days, and then he leaves Friday.
Think about Friday.
He leaves on Friday.
How could he leave on Friday?
I don't know.
On Friday.
Wait, the horse is named Friday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. It literally.
The horse's name was Friday.
I don't know why that just came to me. Like it just entered my brain. Like,
I was really trying to emphasize the on. Like He's sitting on the horse. The horse's name is Friday.
I don't know how, because I swear I did not have the slightest idea as to what it could be. It just like came into my brain like an epiphany. Yeah, like that's literally what it sounded like in my head.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
I'm so proud. You did that.
Do I get a gold star this week?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'll have to, meet you outside after this and get my stickers.
Oh, okay.
I don't have them with me. Actually, I don't have any stickers. I'm sorry.
What?
I'll have to get
It's
some.
the only reason I'm here.
I'll have to get some.
I thought this was like, like a business deal that we had set up where I do your radio show, you give me gold stars.
Well, we could make that deal. We'll have to see.
Okay.
If you keep being a good girl.
Thank you, Mom. I'll try my best.
You're a good girl most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time.
Did you know that riddle, Lindsay? Had you heard that one?
I have heard that one before.
You remembered it though.
I
from
did remember
iCarly.
it, yes.
Like I swear the iCarly episode just burned that one into my memory. I just knew it.
That's so funny because I do not remember that episode, but I remember that riddle from somewhere.
It's so funny because
iCarly.
when we were
Probably,
talking
yeah.
about it, you did say iCarly, and then I was like, wait, what's the answer? And then I was like, oh yeah, I remember that now.
But you knew it.
I did.
It was in the deep depths of the processes of my brain. It just took exactly a week for it to come back.
God bless.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'm going to move on to this week's riddle. So this week's riddle is, what can go through a window but doesn't break it? What can go through a window but doesn't break it?
I think I know this one.
Okay, well, save your answer.
How do you know all these riddles like immediately? Because you say, I'm not good at riddles, and you're like, oh, I think I know this one.
Because this one's sciencey.
Yeah, it's sciencey kind of, and I mean, she didn't know the last one that we just did. Like, I had to be like,
I feel like you won.
I feel like usually Ashley has a pretty good guess. But he's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Except for that one that you thought
and then my
was
mom,
a snake.
Wait, which one was that?
I don't even remember now what it was.
Oh, like something that sheds its skin. Oh, it was the onion one.
Onion.
I
Because
remember
it's something
that
about making you cry.
She was like, I cry when snakes shed their skin, so.
Snakes make me cry. Yeah.
Understandable. It's okay.
well,
That was your answer.
I'm pretty proud of that one.
Yeah,
too.
pop off queen. Like, that was your brain was braining for that one, Okay, guys. Well, if you think you know that answer, then what was I saying? Oh, let me read it one more time so that it's more cohesive. Okay. What can go through a window but doesn't break? Now, we're going to post this. Lindsay her mouth just dropped open. I think she got it when I read it faster.
It came to you.
Did you get it?
I think I got it.
This is an easy one. So go over to our Instagram account and our Twitter account. Our Instagram is Not Talks Radio Show. Again, that's Not Talks Radio Show. Our Twitter is Not Talk Show, capital N, capital T, and a capital S. And we should have that posted probably on Thursday or Friday. I'll shoot for Thursday or Friday. It might be Saturday or Sunday with me, honestly.
Yeah, and it's fine. People, please answer our riddles. If you love us, you would answer our riddles on
if you love
Instagram
us,
and Twitter.
You would go and follow us on all our social media platforms.
We want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
Only nice things, though. I'll cry.
Only nice things.
We're sensitive. We will cry.
I'm sensitive.
We're sensitive. Okay, well, on that note, we're gonna go to break.
Awesome.
And welcome back to Not Talks, everyone. We're laughing on the break. But, okay. Now, since we've done our question of the day and our weekly riddle, we're going to move on to our main segment. And tonight, we're going to be discussing some of the most haunted locations in Alabama. How come we were all thinking that? Because I was literally going to do that if you guys didn't.
Well, it's Halloween Eve. So,
Exactly.
You know, got a little sweet, and it's a little chalet outside, so. Chalet. So.
Oh, was that your phone?
Mine? No, that was not my phone. My phone doesn't make those noises.
I think that was Lindsay's phone.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was
It's
on Do Not
okay.
Disturb.
It's okay. It just had a little added sound effect.
It did.
But-
It sounded like very extra. I don't know why.
It did. I was like, okay, she's here. Okay, so this information, this list is from News 19, but up first is the Redmont Hotel. So this is a 14-story hotel. It has 120 rooms, and it's located at 5th Avenue North and 21st Street in Birmingham. So it first opened in 1925. Birmingham's Redmont Hotel is the site of many reported hauntings, if you believe the guests. According to AlabamaHauntedHouses.com, Redmont guests have reported doors opening and closing, furniture or bags moving around, and even the ghost of a small dog roaming the hallways, which,
Oh, it's not terrible. That's kind of cute.
yeah, like, woof woof, hey buddy.
You know, it's crazy. I was reading this and I was like, oh, dang. Like, I think, because I went to Children's of Birmingham for clinical on Wednesday.
Did you stay in the hotel?
No, I didn't. No, but I think I was very close to the hotel because the parking deck that I parked on was the 5th Avenue parking deck.
Oh.
And this is on 5th. I don't know if it's the same 5th Avenue, but, like, maybe I was close to the ghost hotel.
No, if it was in Birmingham, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only like one Fifth Avenue.
Oh, is there?
Like, that's how it works typically, I think. Like, in Birmingham. I mean, obviously, like, there's Fifth Avenue other places, but
Well,
typically
yeah,
it's like
sure.
it's like First Avenue, Second Avenue, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I think I was pretty close to this hotel the other day.
Ooh, that's a fun
Spooky,
fact.
scary.
I thought you were going to say, like, you ended up staying there and you had the realization, and I was going to be like,
I met the
That's
ghost dog.
crazy.
I want to meet a ghost dog so bad.
I mean, would y'all stay in haunted hotels?
Probably not. She's scared.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
If I was with someone, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I
But if I
think-
was by myself,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely
Exactly,
not.
No.
yeah.
I mean-
Absolutely not.
I'm not going on a trip by myself.
I mean, I have stayed in hotels by myself before. I mean, it's kind of creepy.
No,
Oh my gosh, one
I don't
time.
want to do that.
Speaking of, I was in a hotel by myself, and I was like, I don't know, was it the middle of the night? I think I like was asleep, and then I woke up, and I was just like staring at the ceiling or something, and then I heard like
Ew.
in my room. It was a sound in my room, and I was the only one. I was like,
No.
what is
Somebody
that? And
Trying to get in your door.
I thought it might either be it wasn't that sound, but it was like, I don't know, it was a sound that was like in my room, like it was most certainly in my room, and it scared me so bad because I think it was
Ew.
close to 3 a.m. too, and I was like,
Oh no, not the witching hour.
exactly.
I think, is that 3 or 4?
It's 3.
It's 3. Yeah, it's definitely 3.
Oh yeah, not the
But
witching
I was
hour.
like, oh my gosh, what was that? And then I ended up, I had to pee. So I was like, well, I've got to get up and go pee. It was the hotel staff sliding my, you know, the piece of paper they have all your charges on? Yeah. It
At
was,
3 in the morning?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, they probably thought they're asleep. This is the perfect time. Like, they'll just wake up and then be like, when did this get here? And then it's your bill.
Yeah, probably.
Just-
But no, I thought that I was getting haunted. I thought I had a ghost friend. I was like, I'm not alone right now. There's someone in here.
I mean, I can't really blame you, especially like if I was alone. Oh yeah.
No.
Any
Same.
little sound. I don't even know that I'd be able to sleep, honestly, if I was alone.
I was stressing that night. But I don't think I'll ever, unless I absolutely have to, stay in a hotel by myself again. That was creepy. I'll stay in an Airbnb by myself. Like, that's just like a house, but not a hotel.
That's even scarier.
You stay in an Airbnb, like, but I don't
That's
know.
even scarier.
Like,
It's
that's
like a
even
house.
scarier to me. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
hotels like would be more secure than like.
No,
Exactly.
there's random people there.
I mean,
No, but like,
but you're staying pretty much in someone's house. They just decided to rent.
Yeah,
Which
but
they have
it's
full-
like,
but like, okay,
don't know.
so there's no like, okay, at least like with a hotel, there should be someone sitting out in the front desk. Granted, they could think whoever walking by, they could say, oh, I have a room, and then just go up there and start harassing people. But like most of the time, at least they're having to go through some things. You know, they're going to have to go by the front desk person. And then they're going to have to make their way up on however many floors it is, and then happen to find your room. Do you know what I'm saying?
You're
Like,
gonna have to deal with security. Like,
Well,
there's
not really. You guys do realize that you can just walk into a hotel. They don't check and ask if you have a key or anything.
Yes, but still, there's other people. It's not just you. If somebody was trying to attack you, you could start screaming or something, and I'm sure somebody's going to hear you. If you're in a house, there's just that door. There's multiple ways to get in. A hotel, there's not going to be as many ways to get in. There's multiple ways to get into a house. If you're stuck there alone, you're alone, and then there's no other people around. If you're, like you said, you're staying there alone. So, like, there's not the other hotel guests. So then you've got that. And then, what was the other thing I was going to say? I don't know. But, yeah.
Those are all fair points, but I don't know. I just, like, I've stayed in both by myself before, and for some reason I prefer the Airbnbs. It makes me feel better.
I know what I was also going to say.
I think it's a house.
I feel like when you were saying you were less scared in a house, I would be more scared because there's more space. I don't know how to explain this. Maybe this makes sense because Lindsay was agreeing with me, so maybe this will make sense to you, Lindsay. But, like, there's more space in a house. So, like, let's say, I'm sleeping in my bedroom, and then there's the living room and the kitchen out there. Like, if I'm in the room and then I hear something, like, outside, that's gonna freak me out even more because it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much space for like stuff to be going on, and I'm in a hotel.
You're not familiar with like the
I
floor
guess so.
plan.
You're right there. So it's like
You can see
kind of just
everything.
look over and see, unless like I guess there's a little hallway for like the door and you can't like see that, but still it's like most things you can see most of the room. You can see what you're working with. If I start hearing sounds and it's on like the other side of the house, I'm gonna be like, what was that?
Like, someone's in here. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I had that one experience in that hotel, and I've never had like a weird ghostly experience. Not even that one was a ghostly experience. I was just like,
Yeah.
there's someone in here right now. I'm scared.
Well, there was also another ghost, they say, that haunts the Redmont Hotel. And it's none other than Hank Williams himself, guys.
What?
Hank Williams. History says Williams spent the last night of his life in the Redmont Hotel. He stayed there on December 31st, 1952, on a trip from Montgomery to West Virginia, where he was slated to perform at Charleston's Municipal Auditorium. Doctors claim he was affected by a combination of alcohol and chloral hydrate. Is that how you say that?
Let's see.
I think that's how you say that. But anyway, he died around midnight on January 1st, 1953, after his driver stopped for gas and noticed him dead in the back seat. His official cause of death was listed as heart failure. But apparently, his ghost just wanders around on the upper floors of the Redmont. Hank Williams himself, guys. So if y'all want to see him,
Well, next time I go to Children's, I'm just gonna walk into the Red and be like, Hank.
Hank, where are you?
Thank you.
Can I get you to sign this autograph?
Hank, if you are here,
Sign your autograph?
turn the lights on and off.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess you could do that, but that would be a lot of energy for him to turn like all the lights off in like a hotel hallway.
Or maybe just like one light.
Oh.
Well.
They're connected.
Oh, that's true.
Hank, if you can hear me, blow this up. That's right above me.
Well, wouldn't it cost him a lot of energy to like autograph something too? You'd have to bring him a marker.
Yeah, I was just
probably.
making a joke because he's famous. Like, hey, can I have your autograph, please?
I'm a Wait, is that Hank? Is that Junior?
I have no idea.
Dinosaur.
I don't know.
Anyways,
Okay, who wants to talk about Fort Morgan?
I'll do it.
All right.
So the next one this article talks about is Fort Morgan, which is at the mouth of Mobile Bay. It is reported that most of the paranormal activity happens in the old barracks. So it says a prisoner hanged himself in 1917 and that you can still hear him crying at nighttime.
Ew.
There are also reports of people being touched and hearing footsteps. It also says the most witnessed spirit is the ghost of a young woman who was attacked during the 19th century, according to AAC. They say she is still roaming the fort and looking for the person who attacked her.
ACC, not AAC, but I don't even know what that stands for, so I guess it doesn't matter.
I don't know why, but I always think like old like fort ghosts are like really interesting. Like when I think of ghosts, I'm like ghosts that I want to go hunt and look for. It's always somewhere near a fort. Like I don't know why.
Well,
maybe I'm just like a history person.
Well, like I don't know if I went down this rabbit hole like months ago, where, like on military bases that like they have ghosts of like soldiers that you know, and like I don't have you heard about that where like they'll see like guys walking down in like the old like speaking in terms of the army, like the old gray PT uniforms, and ask them like, hey, like which way is this building, and they'll like turn around, tell them where to go, and look back and they're like gone.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that, especially because my husband Alex is in the military and he's told me because he's heard this type of stuff before. But also I want to say I think I was on the phone with him. I think there was something going on one night. I don't know why, but every time I talk about stuff like this, it makes my eyes like start watering. It does.
We don't want to flash back to like the first show.
I forgot about that. No, it's not like that kind of watering. It's like anytime I talk about like any kind of thing paranormal, like or demonic things, like I literally my eyes always start involuntarily like watering. I don't know if it's like a visceral reaction, but
interesting.
It's very odd. But anyway, I think he was on the phone with me, and he thought some guys were like messing with him and knocking on his door, and I heard it on the phone. It was clear as day, like on his door like that in the background. And he went out there, and nobody was there. And then he went around to his friends' rooms. They're right across. He's like, guys, stop knocking on my door. Like, who's knocking on my door? They're like, we haven't left. Like, they were all, I guess, in somebody's room, and they were like, I promise you. He's like, no, seriously, like, stop joking. And they're like, I promise you, we didn't knock on your door. And he's just like,
oh my God,
okay.
That reminds me of, like, honestly what happened yesterday. I'm not joking because I thought this was so weird. Like, I was just sitting in my apartment in the middle of the day, and I just hear, like, my name, like, Lindsey. And I'm like, no, I didn't tell you this because, like, I thought it was weird, and I didn't think anything of it. And it just made me, like, I don't know, it just made me think about it. It was, like, yesterday, I was just sitting, like, in my apartment, just working on a presentation, and I hear like someone outside is like coming up the steps, and I'm thinking that's really weird, but okay, if we have neighbors, whatever. And then I just hear like someone is shouting my name, like Lindsey, and I'm like,
what?
No, like I'm not joking. This happened yesterday, and I'm like, did Ash like? I don't know, for whatever reason, is like Ashley over here, or like I was texting my friend Americus earlier, and I was like, is she coming over? And so I went outside and no one was there, and I was like, oh my God. Like, what was that? Because I clearly heard my name, and then like I went outside and no one was there.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all's ghost is back.
Well, we have had some weird things. There was a time, and I think after I told Lindsey this, she said a similar thing happened to her. But there was a time that I was sitting on the couch in the living room, and I heard like water start running, like a sink turned on or a faucet turned on, and I thought that it was like the neighbors or something. Like I thought they were in their kitchen, and like I don't know what I thought it was. I just thought it was like somewhere else, but it kept running. Or I thought like maybe somebody was taking a shower, you know, like you could hear it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess it's just the neighbors. And I'm sitting there, and 30 minutes go by, and I'm like, dang, they're taking a long shower. And I'm like, hold on a second. And something just told me, just go check. Just get up and go look and make sure, like, nothing's on. It's not your apartment because you've been sitting on the couch. I get up, and then sure enough, my faucet in my bathroom is just running. And I was like, okay.
Wait, I don't think you told me about that.
This has been a while back.
Oh, wow.
This is like when we first moved in.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is, but I had, you know when they say, like, you can feel bad energy sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
I remember whenever we first got the apartment, my mom and I went over there and did, like, a deep clean of this thing. Like, cleaned everything. Like, from the baseboards to, like, the ceiling. Like, we literally mopped the walls. Like, I'm not kidding. We cleaned the entire thing from top to bottom. And I remember, I think it was... I don't know if it was your room, Lindsay, or my room. Or maybe it was both, but I just went back in the bedroom and I was like, it was just empty. But I just remember standing in there having like a weird, like kind of ominous feeling. And I was just like, And something in my brain was like, I wonder if this place, and I was like, no, I'm not going to go there. I was like, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I just ignored it. And I was like, it'll be fine. No, my mind's just playing tricks on me. And I got freaked out too, like with my closet, because when you opened my closet and it was empty too, you could see it like all on the wall. I think it was from like stuff maybe they have like up, but it looked creepy, like in one of those horror movies when you just like see a closet and like these are the scratches from like the demons that are inside the closet, or like the ghost children that are just scratching and coloring the walls. Because in my closet there's just a bunch of like marks, like all in
I do remember you telling me about that, yeah.
And I first saw it, I was like, that's surely from like boxes, like shoe boxes or something stacked up in here, right? Or like something. And I was like, I don't know, that's what I'm going to tell myself.
Oh, that's good. Well, you know, I guess it's calmed down in recent, because like I've been there by myself before. I've stayed in your room for like a week at a time, and I've never...
Well, here's the thing. After that, I want to say it wasn't long after. It might have been a month, but I don't even know if it was a month after that. And nothing ever like crazy happened. But I was in my bathroom and I hear like a light switch flip on, and I was like, did I hear that? I open up the door and look out. Oh, the light in the hallway's on. I did not touch the light in the hallway. It was off. And then I was like, okay, hey. And then I just turned the light back off. So, yeah. And then let me tell you what stopped the activity. Because every time now we're talking about God, but it's fine. And maybe this is evidence for some of you people that need evidence that God is real, because he is. But I said a prayer, and I was just like, Lord, I feel bad energy in this place, and I feel like there's something here that doesn't need to be here, and I don't want it to be here. I was like, can you please, if it's anything, if it's demonic, whatever it is, if there's something, can you please just let it know that it's not welcome and just make it go away? And then we didn't have any issues. Literally. Like, everything stopped. I never had anything. I didn't have bad feelings, because I used to have, like, weird feelings sometimes sitting there alone. But then it's, like, it all stopped. Like,
yeah,
nothing
I remember
happened.
you tell me about that, too. Lindsey just had an experience.
Lindsey also had the same experience with my sink turning on one day, too.
Yeah.
Whenever I wasn't there.
I think one of the things was, like, the kitchen sink did it one time, too, right? Yeah.
Ooh.
And the thing about, like, both of those sinks is that the knobs are kind of difficult to twist. They're like the old knobs that you really kind of have to,
That's
like,
what I was about
the
to
plastic
say.
ones that you have to, forcefully twist.
Yeah, like it's not something you could just like knock into and be like, oh,
No.
oopsies. Like it's not like one of those handle ones. It's when you have to sit there and like turn a little, especially
Yes.
the kitchen sink one, because y'all's kitchen
Yes.
sink one, you have to like turn it, like really turn it. So, creepy.
Yep. So, but it's been fine. I guess maybe you're going to have to say a prayer, Lindsay.
Yeah, maybe it's your turn, Lindsay, because well, I guess we'll see.
No, but I don't know, the fort one was really interesting, because it also reminded me of this video that my dad showed me of, like, he worked security at Fort McClellan, and he was on night shift.
Oh, he showed me that too.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it?
So there's the medical wing.
Thank you all for watching this episode of Night Talks. If you'd like to listen to the rest, you can head on over to Spotify or Apple Podcasts. The links are provided in our bio.